Travis here, welcome back to another vlog. Well, today I'm going for a photo shoot that I planned a few days back. It's gonna be a CheongSam theme photo shoot. If you guys don't know what CheongSam is, actually a traditional woman's dress where they wear it during Chinese New Year. Because Chinese New Year is around the corner, it's on the 22nd of January, as in Malaysia. I'm not sure whether you guys celebrate Chinese New Year or not. So I just had it in mind whether should I do a photo shoot on this theme. Well, it's gonna be fun because it's been a long time since I do outdoor photography, and today I'm gonna use flash as well, just to, you know, refresh my skills on flash photography and stuff like that. It's gonna be fun. Well, I'm over here waiting for the talent. Is getting ready, is getting her makeup done and stuff like that. So we are going to Beach Street, where it's famous for portraits over there. It's a very beautiful street. It's actually built during the British colonial. And yeah, I'll show you guys around. From my voice you can tell that I did not sleep well last night, so I decided to pick up some coffee. Just some Nescafe Tarik. It's quite good, this one. And some bread just in case anyone gets hungry. Just a couple of coffee more for the makeup artist and the talent. So yeah, it's 8:30 right now. So for the talent for today, her name is Ro. She's a really pretty person. Okay, the makeup artist says that they are doing their hair and they are done for it, so we can move on to the photo shoot. But yeah, like I said, her name is Ro. If you translate it into Mandarin, it means that it's lady light, because Wen Ro in Mandarin is lady light, if I'm not mistaken, because my Mandarin is actually quite bad. Yeah, she's a quite pretty girl, outgoing, friendly. While we are talking, we are chatting and stuff like that, she said because she brought up the interest in model, so I just grabbed the opportunity to ask her out and photo shoot some theme, just to maybe, you know, can build some exposure for her, just to let her pursue her, or to explore her interest in modeling or talent and stuff like that. If she enjoy, well, it's good for everyone, because if you never try, you will never know what you like to do the best. So in this video, I'm just going to show you around flash photography. If you guys haven't learned about flash photography, well, you can watch this video. If you are not interested, well, just stay around, enjoy this video, just pick up some value that you might think that you need. And yeah.
Hi!
What are we doing here today?
I also don't know.
You also don't know. We're going to do a photo shoot at CheongSam theme. So just to refresh myself, because I stopped photography for quite some time already, for 1 year. So we're going to practice flash photography. Okay, so we are heading to the main street of the street, and there's a lot of Chinese lantern over there. Just a few meters, we're gonna reach soon. Actually, this street is quite nice as well. It's a little bit dirty. So the best thing that you can do in a dirty street is to use a portrait lens, so you can actually blur out the background and you don't see all the rubbish the Malaysian throw on the street. Let's cross the street. I have finally I have an assistant over here to help me vlog. So I'm hands-free right now.
Follow the IG.
Follow my IG. Alright. You can see around here, there's lantern, there's a lot of design. The design is like a British colonial design, because Beach Street is actually occupied by the British since I don't know what year lah. I feel my history, so I'm gonna photo shoot over here. Yeah. Alright guys, let me cut in here real quick because there's actually no one to help me shoot the behind the scene, so I couldn't explain how do I get all of my shot. So let's jump into a Lightroom. I'll explain it over there. Alright, this is the first series of photos that I pick out. There's 5 photos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as you can see over here. So just let me quickly explain to you how do I get this shot. This is actually shot in the morning around, if I'm not mistaken, it's around 9:30. So the sunlight is actually not very harsh yet. So this is shot at 1/600 second of shutter speed, shot at aperture 1.8, 55mm portrait lens, and ISO at 100, as you can see over here. So I placed my flash over here at the left side of the face, just to make sure that the left side of the face is bright, and you will get a graduate shadows on the right side of the face. So I quickly color balance this photo and make sure the skin tone is at the right color. So I just slapped on one of my presets that I purposely made for this shoot. So this is the before and this is the after. Right, so let's move on to the other photo. Okay, so this photo is a little bit more creative. I take it at a lower angle. So this one is also very simple. On this photo, I placed the flash directly on her. If I'm not mistaken, this is at shot at half power, which is 1/2, and my camera settings are 1/600 per second of shutter, 1.8, 85, and 100 ISO. So let me show you. This is the before, and this is the final edit for this photo. Alright, so this photo, as you can see over on the left side, this is where the lights are starting to getting more harsher and harsher. So I placed the flash over here on the top left corner just to shine on the face, because I don't want the background to be overexposed. As you can see over here, there's nothing overexposed. The highlights are not clipping. The shadows are not underexposed. So it's pretty simple. You just need to place your flash over here, shine it directly to her face. If you're shooting at morning, maybe around 10 o'clock, you need your flash to be even more brighter, because the sunlight is always overpowering your flash, especially if you're using a flash like mine, 75 watts. So you really need to get more power on your flash to deliver enough light on your model's face. So let's jump to the next photo, which is the 4th photo over here. Okay, this one, I tried to call the talent to move a little bit, because her hair, there's pins. So it's very beautiful. So I just call her to look behind, then look in front, so you got that natural movement in your photo. For the flash is the same thing, on the top left corner, shining directly on the face, and you'll get these graduate shadows on the right hand side of this portrait. So these are the shadows and these are the highlights. Let me just show you. This is the before and this is after the preset. Alright, so let's jump into the next photo. This is the time where the sunlight is getting more harsh. So the sunlight is actually shining from the right hand side over here. So I just want to be more creative a little bit. I placed my flash behind over here, behind this wall, just to make this photo a little bit more pop up, because as you can see over here, the neck, there's highlights, and the face is well lit by the sunlight, as well as the hands over here. This photo is considered like a backlit light, so you can get this kind of highlights towards your portraits or towards your talent in the photo. So this is the before and this is the after. Alright, so after a few photos over there, we went down a couple of streets just to see whether if we can get some more interesting shots. So we landed over here. Just take a couple of shots over here, because the sunlight is actually very harsh. I think this time is at around 10:30 to 11 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the first shot that I took. As you can see, the sunlight is getting really harsh. You can see the highlights are starting to clip. That's why I have to change up my camera settings a little bit. This photo is shot at 1/6400 per second. and still the same aperture 1.8, 85mm, and ISO at 100. So for this shot, it's a little bit challenging because my flash is actually under power for this kind of shots, but however I still managed to get it because I placed the flash very close to the subject. As you can see over here, if I shot it without flash, the left side of her face is completely dark because the sunlight is actually hitting on the right side of her face. So you will definitely get a very dark shadows on the left side of her face. So I placed my flash really close to her face at a full power 1/1 just to get this shot. Alright, so let me just show you the before. This is the before. As you can see, the flash actually brings up the texture of the wall as well. Right, you can imagine it's really close to the wall and really close to the subject. Alright, so after I put up my preset, this is the after. Alright, so let's move on to the next photo. This is a little bit creative as well because I saw that this is actually a wall. So the wall is actually casting a very harsh shadow. As you can see, this is the line up towards her face to the wall. So this is a very harsh shadow. The sunlight is shining from her right side of her face. So I just want to make sure that her face is not overly exposed, it's not clipped. So for this photo over here, my flash is actually shining at her back, which means it's over here. So you can see the shadows over here. We bring up more details. So this is the before. Let me show you the after. And this is the after. Okay, so we completed our shoot for today. Is it good?
Good.
Now we are going to another place. It's called the where 什么地方啊？观音亭。观音亭. I don't know how to call it in English. Well, it's a very beautiful temple where everyone will go there to pray. Every Chinese. It's a well-known place in Penang. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Alright, so apparently, Kuan Yin Ting there's no a lot of decoration. So we decided to come further down to I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is called the Ku Gong Si. This is the street of Ku Gong Si. You can guys see it around. So this is a place. It's called as the Armenian Street. So it's quite nice over here as well. There's a park over there. Let's walk over and see is there any decoration. Okay, so we decided to photo shoot over here. Just a few quick photos will do. 这边也是可以，这边是 Armenian Street 来的，好像是。So we'll walk around and find the perfect spot. Alright, so we completed our shoot. It's a successful one. I hope she's happy with the photo. Currently, we are heading for our lunch because it's actually brunch because we didn't eat our breakfast. So we will be heading to a cafes and enjoy the cafe, cool down ourselves, get some couple of drinks. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something as well. Maybe I will elaborate more in my future video. So yeah. See you guys in my next video. If you like this video, please thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and as always, stay positive, be creative, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.